J got them bees rocking. Press obey. Welcome to Straight Facts. I know you gon' feel it. All good vibes, so please save your opinions. See why I ain't here to judge, so don't be looking for a critic. Do this combos out of love and help to spread some recognition. We can talk about your favorite team and how they got you feeling. Overall growth and understanding is the mission. So just kick back and listen and analyze what's mentioned. You can even pull up next and share your thoughts. Come on, let's get it. Welcome to Straight Facts. Yeah. Welcome to Straight Facts, man. Hey.
Yes, sir, man. This is an epic one. This is actually a part 2 with my guy, man. Another Carolina guy who I seen him come over here in Augusta, man, and networking with some good guys over here. I had to bring my show over here, man, up here on Wisdom Spring Road. I want to bring to the show my guy, Corey Bailey. What's up, brother?
What's up, bro?
Everything good with you?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Also, man, his partner, man, that's helping him with the store, man. I want to bring to the show my guy, DG. What's up, brother? Everything going good with you today, man?
Yes, sir.
How y'all boys' day going so far, bro?
It's going lovely, man.
Yes, sir.
So over,
Yes,
up
sir.
and running.
Up and running.
Yeah, that's all we ask for.
For sure, man. So I appreciate y'all boys, man, bringing me over here, coming on Straight Facts Podcast with your boy CY, man. But we're going to get into this thing, bro. You know how I start all my other shows, bro. Just getting a little background on y'all boys, man. So give me a little background, bro. Where you from? Where you grew up at? A little bit about your neighborhood.
Tampa, Florida. Moved up here to North Augusta. Probably about almost 15 years ago now.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So talk about that process a little bit, man, from moving from Tampa and making that shift all the way to up here to Carolina and North Augusta.
Shit, it was easy, really. I got tired of going back and forth to jail, prison, and all that. We were just talking about that, man. It was a no-brainer, man. But in prison, I learned the best thing. Like, you feel me? Change the people, places, and things you're doing, you'll get a different result. And shit, I've been doing it ever since.
Yes, sir. So basically your point of moving to Carolina was trying to make a difference. So you was coming off a prison bed?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that prison bed and that experience and how much it helped you far as for the long run.
Like I say, man, I learned, even though I hate to say it like this, but I learned some of the best things in life in prison, bro. Because they had me in a 12-step program, like a drug program my last time there. And each one of them steps, I still utilize them steps to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of way, some kind of form or fashion, I still utilize a lot of that shit to this day.
For sure. So you saying like some of the jail programs that they got out right now, it helps a lot of people if you really pay attention and put your mind to it.
Yeah.
It'll help you in the long run.
At the start, you going to be hard head, man. Fuck this shit. I ain't thinking about this. But it's going to put you in a situation. Life will put you in a situation. Well, that shit actually help you. Like, you feel me? You go back to that shit. You be like, damn, they did say, you feel me? Like, damn. Like, you feel me?
Exactly.
And shit happened like that for
real,
real, bro.
So I'm glad that you was able to make that transaction, man, using that prison bed, moving from Tampa to Carolina and starting your new life, man. So, all right, so we're going to swing it over here to DG a little bit, bro. What's up, bro? Now, let's talk about your background a little bit, man, where you grew up at and your neighborhood a little bit.
Well, born in Long Beach, California. I've been in Augusta most of my life, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I ain't really got no direct neighborhood or nothing like that I grew up in because I always been an adventurer, you feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I ain't never been no one to sit still home by the be in the house or be in one neighborhood, be in one spot. Like I always been a networker. Like it's just like it just came naturally, you feel what I'm saying? I always wanted to be where it's at, especially when it ain't where I'm at, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's one of the things. I got my share of ups and downs, my bids, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, for the most part, I learned, overcame, conquered, and seen the big picture, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So now it's just about trying to become the best version of myself and try to make it to the best place in the highest tier I can get in life, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's pretty much about it.
All right, so we're going to rewind back a little bit, though, man. What age did you move from Long Beach?
I like 7.
You were 7? Okay, so when you say, I heard you say something about a bid. So when you did your bid, you was already down here in Augusta?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've been doing bids since juvenile. So my first time being locked up, I was 11 years old.
And see, I just like to talk about it because I like to show that where y'all boys at now, everything don't start off peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys end up changing. So let's talk about them bids a little bit, man, and what you learned from it, how much it helped you with your long term as far as life.
Well, first off, you learn what to do and what not to do, what kind of mistakes you want to make. For me, I'm more optimist, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of them type of people like, you can do whatever you're willing to pay for. it's a price to pay for everything in life. You know what I'm saying? So if you're willing to pay that price, then you willing to do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's one of the main things that I learned. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick and choose your battle wise. You got to understand where it is you're trying to go and what it is you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And what the outcome gonna be of the decisions that you make. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So with that being said, man, you know, I learned a whole lot from different levels and different stages of doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, right now I'm just at the place that I just want to be the best version of me that I can be, because I already know what the bad can do.
Exactly.
Now I want to see what the good can do, what I can get out of the good side. You know what I'm saying?
And it's good that you're still out here and alive to be able to do that. Because I'm pretty sure you lost a lot of homeboys or family members coming up through the streets or whatnot, man. And you definitely got a chance to make it right and turn it back around or whatnot. So I appreciate that, man. Making that progress from Long Beach down here to Augusta. But when I got one more question for you. When you came down here to Augusta, was it like an easy transit? I know you was young, but like you got siblings and stuff, family members.
Well, at the time I didn't.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of when I first got down here, you know, it's still a problem. We still got a small family now, but when I first got down here, you know, it was already it wasn't nothing like me, my grandmother, my mama, two of my cousins and my auntie. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And still to this day, the same ones, except, you know, one of my cousins got kids, I got kids, and my sisters got kids. But, you know, the two sisters came along after we got down. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's grew a little bit, but we still a small
y'all a family.
So all we got is us at the end of the day, regardless.
Exactly. You know for sure. Okay, so I want to pass it back to Pooh, man. My boy Corey Bailey.
You can call me Pooh, man.
Corey, aka Pooh, you know, man, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we want to talk about when you made that transition up here, man. Like, was entrepreneurship something that you first wanted to get into, or did you have to take some steps in order to learn about it first?
Man, I got a job first. I was working at Carolina Cover Tech, and that made me never want to work for nobody again, bro. I promise to God, I ain't never want to work for nobody ever again after I working 2 weeks, getting paid $800. Man, I ain't got time for nothing else in life. I ain't had time for nothing.
Facts.
I used to get out of work and go to sleep. That's all I had time for because I was tired.
That was your whole life?
Yeah, that was man. Hell no, man. That shit made me never want to work for nobody else again.
And see, I'm glad you talked about that too, man, because a lot of time for people to jump to this entrepreneurship, you have to experience working them long 12 hours and stuff like that.
Got to.
But you felt like that wasn't for you.
No, that ain't it. Bro.
Something that you could take care of your family and stuff.
That ain't it, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Ain't it.
All right, so you started to work. How long after that, though, did you want to like jump into the entrepreneurship as far as like owning your own company and things like that? What was your first thing that you started to sell?
CDs.
Okay.
CDs. I was a CD man. I stood in front of City Trends every day.
Facts.
Every day, 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. I did that for myself, and I felt better being out there. I don't give a damn. I made $3. I made that for myself. I ain't got to answer nobody. I can do what I want to do, how I want to do it. You feel me? Man, I was selling CDs. Everybody know I was standing in front of City Trends.
Exactly.
Every day, bro.
In fact, and on the Carolina side, we definitely know you for that, man. You was one of the first hustlers that we seen from outside the city. Come stamp yourself, you know what I'm saying, and show a lot of love, you know what I'm saying, but you was a great entrepreneur. So that was the first thing that you said that I could jump into owning my own business and make a long-term goal out of it. All right. So I want to ask DG, man, what was your first like experience or, you know what I'm saying, in the streets, business-wise or whatever, to make you think that you can own something or maybe one day be able to jump into entrepreneurship?
Well, first off, man, I never really seen myself working. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest about the situation, I guess it's just because of it all came from, first off, seeing my mama work, you know what I'm saying, and still struggling at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? So that's first things first, you know what I'm saying? So when it came to the point where me at 11, 12 years old, 13 years old, happened to get in the streets, and it ain't matter whether I had made $25, $30 a day or whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? I got to bring that back to the house. Still got to put a little pack of bologna, saying loaf of bread, get a little condiment, something so we can have some sandwiches, shit like that, noodle. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was on survival mode.
You feel me? Everything must count. Everything. You feel me? I need all that. You know what I mean? Yes, so it became from that to, and that's really what derived the want and the need and the griller to go get it, because However I got to get it, I got to have it. So that means if I got to take from you, then you just gonna have to come up off that.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We got to have that. So it went from that to, you know, wanting to try to hustle because I thought it was the right way, but at the end of the day, it was just a better way in the means of what I was living. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes,
so it was like, you know, it became from that to the hustle, and then me understanding that I'm talented within myself. I can do something, anything. I've always wanted to be one of them type of people. If I see you do it, I can might do it right behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, you know, it became from that to now, what you need done, I can get that for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so man, if it's to be sold, I probably would have sold it.
For sure. But you went through a process though. It's like you elevated every time. And a lot of us are products of our environment. So we don't know about other things outside the neighborhood until we experience like relationships or get into these other rooms and stuff. So it's not like you elevated over time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it motivated you now to like, now I can get a legit business selling clothes and owning my own company and running this thing the right way. Off your experiences in the streets.
You know, I was cutting hair at a point in time where that was really one of my first real legit get out the streets and have something. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, anybody know that, you know, you couldn't have, don't nobody look at barbers as nobody that has jobs. Like that's just another hustle. You feel what I'm saying? Like the barbershop is another form of a trap. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that was one of my main things. And then I ended up getting fired because of the altercation that I got into at the barbershop, whatever the case may be. At that time I was having my first son or whatnot. So it was like I didn't want to go back to the BS. So I was like, let me try this job thing one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It took me 3 months to realize I never punch another clock in my life. You feel what I'm saying? It just been up from there. I got my ups and downs like anybody else, but you know, stay down and make it happen.
You got to stay with it.
Above all means.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so we're gonna pass it back to Pooh, man. We're gonna get into what we really here for, man. Let's talk about Uptown Fashion. Let's talk about where the name came from and what motivated you to start coming into the community and sell clothes for your people.
I don't know. You know, we've been in the fashion industry for a minute now. Fucking with my boy Reggie, man. Downtown, we've been doing this, but it was just time for a change, man. It was really just time for a change. Like, shit, when this store was closed for about 6 months straight, I used to just sit here and look at it like, man, I'm finna get this store. I done told everybody around here, man, I'm finna get this store. This was 6-7 months ago. I was just looking at it like, I just felt like this was it, bro. This was the spot, bro. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody, you feel me? This was it, bro.
Your own boss.
Yeah, and we just made it happen, bro. Dealing with the right people, connecting with people like my boy DG, and putting this shit together, man. We just made this shit happen for real, bro.
Thanks,
man. And this is what we do, man. This is where we belong at in the hood, man. We don't, this is what we belong at, man, for real.
And so you always been that type of person. You got to just do good business, nothing extra. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get to your product, man, and get it through, man, and be a good customer service type person.
That's real.
All right, so let's talk about Uptown Fashion. What type of stuff y'all selling here? The brands, y'all sell women and men clothes. Talk about that a little bit, man.
All the latest fashion, man. All the latest fashion, man. We keep you in the latest Godspeed over here. We got purple over here, man. We got babe hair stuff. We got a little bit of everything, man. All the latest fashion, man.
For sure. And that's something that I love to see, man. Something that you putting in the community. So I want to talk to DG a little bit about the store a little bit too. All right, so man, talk a little bit about how it was to meet Corey Bailey, man, and as far as like when y'all started to open up the store, and did you think he was been a good person to do business with?
Well, first, you know, we've been whining a little bit because that's been my dog since, like, I know we got it's been about 10, 12 years.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, and he been one of them cats, man, where like, you know, it always been a genuine vibe since day one. He ain't never gave the impression of, you know what I'm saying, no hater. He ain't never gave it, like, it always been, if I ain't got it and I can help you get it, we're going to elevate together. If I can help elevate you, I'm going to help take you to the top. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, anything, it always been with him. It always been just genuine. So, you know, throughout the years, you know, everybody got their own path and their own journey. So, you know, we venture off and got our own stuff going on and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you know, it be the one that you always come back to, and the vibe is always the same. Ain't nothing never changed. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I know he'll give me the shirt off his back like he know I get him the shut off, man.
This ain't our first business
at all.
This just one that works.
Okay, yeah. See, that's why I want y'all. That's why I want y'all to talk about like
you feel me? This is one that works.
Exactly.
Bro. We done did a lot of shit together. You feel me? And some shit don't work, but some shit do. Some shit just organic. You feel me?
Exactly.
And that's how we've been growing, real organic. Like you feel me? That's how it happens.
And that's what you want to do work with. You don't want to feel like you got to force anything, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You want everything to come naturally or whatnot. So, how long y'all been open?
Since the first day.
First April?
Since the first April.
Okay, man. So let's talk about that. How important it is, man, to stamp yourself right here in the middle of Augusta and be able to, like I said, to be able to sell clothes and be real entrepreneurs and do legit business. Like, how much does that mean to you, DG? First.
Man, it means everything, man, because I know what I came from, what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? And now to be able to be around here and help support and bring something back to the community. You know what I'm saying? And doing it with somebody that I rock with and that I know I can trust and believe in, and we got each other back. It means everything because you don't really find too many people who can sit down and come to an understanding without coming to an understanding in so many words. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff that we do, man, we don't even got to talk about it.
Exactly.
We just do it, but we know what the outcome gonna be. You feel me?
Real talk.
So it's like it means everything, man. And then to see the smiles on the people's faces that come through here because they love seeing young black individuals conquer and be able to have something going on to bring back the community. You feel what I'm saying? So like all that within itself bundled up, man, just let you know that growth and prospering is within anybody if you willing to work for it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Facts. Same question to you, Corey.
What was the question again?
How much it mean to you to stamp this place right here in the middle of Augusta and to be able to help your people out by selling clothes and things like that?
It mean the world to me, man, cause shit, I ain't gonna lie, I wish I had a nigga like me that show me something like that. Like, cause we do a lot with these kids around here too.
Oh wow.
You feel me? Yeah, a lot.
Let's talk about that then.
Around here, man. We have them cleaning up, washing the windows, sweeping. It might not even need to sweep, but it's about responsibility, being on your job every day, coming to work. You feel me? Teaching them kids that it's way bigger than that out here. You feel me? Like for real.
I got some young ones right here selling water right here at the light.
Yeah, they be selling waters. They be out here doing all that stuff, man. We done got them car wash equipment and stuff like that. You feel me?
Wow.
And that's what really mean the most, that we able to help somebody else just doing something we love. You feel me? Just doing something we love to do. We actually able to help somebody.
Exactly.
You feel me?
And then they watching y'all every day coming here. Like you said, man. A lot of people like to see that unity together, young black people. You know what I'm saying? You change your life or whatnot, man, and y'all making this successful as well. So shout out to y'all helping the kids too, because that's who we got to start with.
That's what we got to start with,
man. Sitting around and seeing what's going on when you helping them and stuff like that, it really help you understand that a lot of these kids got plenty of sense and understanding. They just don't got the guidance. You know what I'm saying? So to see what they usually doing, and then when you start getting in their video, getting in their game room and say, look, G, come do this right here. Look, we're gonna have you doing right there, make you a little money. Now it go from seeing them running in the streets doing the BS, pulling up like, look, y'all got something for us. Like, all right, boom. If you put them on the right way, they willing to ride it. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. It's all about the guidance. Like I said,
guidance in that direction.
Direction for real. Like I said, a lot of people are products of the environment. They got to get outside and see other people.
Like these kids to tell you everything about all the rappers. Just imagine how smart you got to be to do that.
Facts.
You feel me? Right. If they just transfer that same energy, learning about these rappers, learning about a stick or a blicky or something into something that's gonna really elevate them. You feel me? That's how far they'll be.
Exactly.
You feel me? That same energy, it take you to learn about a rapper or a gun or something like that. You put that into something that's gonna make you some money.
Facts.
You'll be a genius.
Exactly.
You feel me? And you'll be lit. You feel me?
And to go back to what DG said, a lot of these kids are smart.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Real smart.
They're real smart.
Real smart.
Like once you talk to them and see where they head at, you know what I'm saying? Just got them on the right one and they'll stick with it. So shout out to y'all, man, and starting young out here in the community of Augusta, man. All right, so we're gonna talk about social media. Let's talk about the pros and cons and how does it help your business, and also like the cons of like if you get into something crazy on there, how can it hurt your business?
Well, social media, hell, man. Social media, hell, man.
It is.
And I really just be going on there trying to promote my business, but you get consumed in that shit. That shit got crack in it. Facebook got crack in it. That shit had a I'm telling you. I done clicked off Facebook just to go back on Facebook, man. That shit cracking it, man.
Real talk.
Listen, man, try to promote your business. If you got a business or something, try to promote your business, and that's it, man. To go there and promote your business.
Use it for that.
Yeah, use it
Don't
for
get
that,
distracted.
man. Don't get distracted, bro. Because, boy,
Fact, nah, it
the
is,
shit I
bro.
be seeing is a big ass distraction, bro.
Nah,
But I had to realize that, like, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta say, fuck it, and cut that shit out. For real, bro. But, man, social media hell, bro.
It is, but like
Right
you said,
now.
like from what I see, all I see from you though is you promote a lot of business stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So basically he's saying like, you know what I'm saying, avoid all the drama, avoid all the
Avoid
craziness,
that shit,
promote
boy.
your
What
business,
you
use
can.
Facebook for what you can.
For what it's meant
Exactly.
to be. Because you can make a lot of money on Facebook.
Nah, for real.
Despite what anybody tell you, all that crazy shit, you can make a lot of money. All you gotta do is have a good service or a good product. You don't need no what they be saying. Oh, I need support. No,
Nah.
you need a good product.
Exactly.
And a good service. It's
Mhm.
gonna support itself, bro. That's
Facts.
all you need.
Facts.
Especially with Facebook and social media. That shit is wonderful for that.
It is.
Bro.
It is.
Just don't get consumed in that bullshit.
Exactly. Now that's real talk, bro. That's real talk. What you gotta say about that, BG? Like, how important social media for us helping y'all business succeed?
In all actuality, like it's 1,000% important. You know what I'm saying? Just to be always honest about the situation, but at the same note, for me, man, I done got so disconnected with that social media shit. Like I got Snapchat, TikToks, and all that shit. I ain't open that shit. That bitch need 3 updates before I can even look at it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But I do be on Facebook though. You know what I'm saying? So that is my main source of advertisement when I do choose to advertise and start advertising for the business, which I do need to do better with that. You know what I'm saying? But the only reason why I did keep Facebook though is because it's the main. So like all that Snapchat and shit, like it ain't nothing but showing
It's a
some
lot.
drama.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, like
Facts.
I don't be really with all that old bullshit. Watching that shit every day, what have you,
Keep you distracted.
You know what I'm saying? So like that Facebook is a whole lot of different sources of things you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They know exactly what to show
Nah,
you.
for real, you right though. It could be that algorithm though. Like whenever you used to see it, they gonna show it to you all day long.
Absolutely. And listen, man, I don't know. I'm the only one
They
that's
know
tripping, but it's just something about the
exactly.
phone, man. You can be sitting here talking about something. You can be sitting here talking about. We can select something right now and go to talk about it, and I guarantee you, by the time we leave here, we look at our phone.
Even when I see folks in the store, bro, I go check my phone and ask if you may know. So yeah, the phone's real, man. So basically, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, use Facebook for advertisement, promote your business, and like Pooh said, as long as you got a good product.
And then once you get to a
resources on that
certain point, hire somebody to promote your business, man. Hire somebody to do all that for you. Make you a business page and hire somebody to do that shit. Once you get to a certain point. Now, when you first start, now you feel me? Do your thing. How you gonna do your thing? But at a certain point, man, leave that. Let the professionals deal with that. Man.
Facts. You're right. Focus on what you got going on and let these folks handle it. Sometimes you got to make an investment for the long run.
Definitely.
And so that segues to my next question, man. Y'all boys talk about the importance of networking. You know what I'm saying? Getting out here, no matter how you do it, like you said, social media, when you boots on the ground, when you outside. Talk about the importance of networking and running a successful business.
Well, I ain't gonna say running a successful business because we just started. We planned it to be successful, but everything just go how it's gonna go. You feel me? But when you trying to make your business successful, that's the most important thing. Networking, man. Networking, like getting out there, being anywhere, everywhere, having the flyers out there, doing shit like that. That's real. But that's what I feel like a lot of business stepped away from. Like, you feel me? Flyers and stuff. The only time they give you a card is when like when you really like on them, talking to them about it. But like you supposed to pick up cards and everything
at all times.
everywhere.
Exactly.
At all times. That shit still work. Especially them flyers and cards. I get calls all day. People that read my cards because I be in Lowe's passing out cards every day.
Exactly.
No matter if I'm buying something or not. You feel me? For real.
So basically, like you said, get back to the basics.
Yep.
A lot of that stuff still works, man. So I want to ask the same thing to DG, man. Talk about the importance of networking, man, and running a good business out here.
Man, it's everything. You know what I'm saying? Because without networking and without having everybody knowing what you got going on, how can you make it work? You know what I'm saying? Is almost no way unless you just done invested in a prime spot in a prime area that you know people just ain't got no choice but to see what you got going on and come try it out. You know what I'm saying? So without that, like you got to have networking. stuff like that, man. Like that's absolutely the most important thing.
Okay, so I want to ask both of y'all this question as well. It could be y'all different opinions or whatever. Give me your top 3 reasons of running a good business. It don't matter what it is, whatever you think it takes to run a good business out here. No matter if it's in the black community, white community, overall, whatever goals you set out. Like, what are your top 3 reasons of running a good business?
I feel like your service. Your service is everything, because I could sell you a piece of paper and he could sell you a piece of paper. But if his service sucks and mine good, the paper gonna get sold no matter if it's the same paper or not. Like, you feel me? How you package your product, like you feel me? Like that counts a lot. I feel like the service and really having a quality product. Really, a quality product really gonna sell itself.
Facts. And I like those 3. I'm gonna pass this over to DG. What are your 3 main reasons of running a good business?
Well, when it comes to that, man, yeah, I honestly about I'm gonna be the same, because we about think the same. That's why we get along. But I'm gonna add to that. You know what I'm saying? And first thing, resources. You feel what I'm saying? Resources. Because the better you able to get the product and the better product that you got for a price that you can better serve the community, you always gonna get people that's gonna come. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely. Because they see that you ain't trying to take them for everything they got in a community in the world right now that's trying to squeeze you for every penny you get.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So resources is definitely gonna be one of my top ones.
But yeah,
man.
Vapes coming soon. The vapes coming soon, man.
when you already been out here and you've been doing certain things, I would say your face card, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know when a motherfucker already know you some bullshit.
You some bullshit.
Nah, for real.
Everything that you got around you. Listen, I done seen motherfuckers that incorporate themselves with something that a good motherfucker got going on, and the motherfucker won't go fuck with them because of who you got around you. You feel what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So face card is definitely gonna be
that's crazy.
One of the top things on my list. Like, if you dealing with some bullshit people, you're a bullshit.
Hey, that's probably the number one though. Like,
come to you.
That's the number one. Like having a good face card, because you got to get these folks here. And if your reputation messed up in the streets or whatnot, and you try to do good business, it's still gonna carry to that. So them good reasons to run a good, successful business, man. All right, so I got a few more questions, man, before we, get to the next thing. All right, so what are y'all goals for the next 1 to 3 years, man, with this store and whatever else companies that y'all got going on?
Customer satisfaction, man. We're trying to satisfy you, the customer, man. Whatever you want, whatever you like, to make sure we get your feedback. We need the feedback. We need all that. As a new business, that's how we grow, off your feedback, of what y'all talking about, man. We ain't trying to hear nothing else but what y'all talking about. Absolutely. You is our number one priority, our customers. So if y'all want LED lights in this bit, tell me they coming.
Yeah.
Y'all want a marble floor in this bit, tell me it's coming. You feel me? But you are our main focus, our customers, trying to satisfy our customers.
Wow. All right.
For the next couple of years, I ain't thinking about no money. We thinking about you and how to bring a good product and a good service to you.
Thanks. And that's why I always say relationships mean more than money when it comes to like running businesses and trying to stay long term. So DG, that same question for you, man. What's y'all goals for the next 1 to 3 years?
Like you said, providing a great service to the community and hopefully expansion, man, and be able to take this thing farther than what we thought it would ever go. You know what I'm saying? Because, me and him done had so many ventures fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was to the point where we almost weren't even happy for this shit. You know what I'm saying? We were just like, man, we gonna see what this do.
You know, but y'all ain't give up though. Y'all kept going.
We gonna see what it do, man. Sure. You know what I mean? In the meantime, if it don't, we might be trying to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just say, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? We done had a whole lot of ups and downs, man. But, me and this brother here probably done put more money in the failed ventures, bro, than a lot of motherfuckers that get to spend on themselves in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
That shit is crazy, bro. Cause we done had a lot of shit that done made some money, and then we trying to elevate to the next level to take that money and try to go to something else, and then that shit fail and fuck up something we done
paying for.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask you this though. All right, what would you say was the main reasons y'all think y'all wasn't being successful at that time? Did y'all learn more stuff that y'all needed to run a successful business, Like, what was the main reason that you think y'all plans failed at the beginning?
Absolutely. Not properly prepared, not knowing what we're getting ourselves into, taking the wrong leaps without the proper steps before. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, everything we done learned then is that everything requires a step before you take a step. You know what I'm saying? If you don't take the proper steps in the building up on what you're trying to do, it'll never work out right, because you always diving head first into an industry or a business that you don't know nothing about, and it's gonna swallow you up. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So you learned okay, I want to ask Corey the same thing. Do you agree with that? Do you think that was the main
1,000%. Not doing the due diligence. Not seeing all these extra charges on extra charges. You thinking you got something covered. It's a whole...
You were the negative 2 times over already.
It's a whole bunch of more charges. Yeah, you were the negative 2 times over. It's a whole bunch of more charges.
Exactly.
You got to deal with.
So when you hit different levels, you got to be prepared for those levels.
You got to be, bro.
For sure.
Doing that due diligence. Always do your due diligence on whatever you finna do. Make sure you know what you're getting into. And if not, I don't know why people don't like paying other people for advice, but hire you a mentor, somebody in that field that done did this. Go pay somebody, bro, because it's worth the weight in gold, bro.
It is.
It ain't nothing wrong with paying nobody to show you something, bro. You feel me? You go to college, you got to pay them to teach you something. Go pay somebody that done did it before and let them show you first, bro, and that shit will change everything, bro. Now you might not even want to get into it. Once you feel me, really figure out what you getting into.
Yeah.
You feel me? For real, bro. That shit worth it, bro. Always do your due diligence, bro.
Facts. So the main thing they saying is preparation is key. Be prepared for anything. Always do the right steps or whatnot. All right, so we're gonna get into the final question, man, before we get out of here and go to the next segment. What can these folks find y'all? Like, what social medias, websites, anything? Like, what's y'all address of how these folks will come get some of this good product, man? Because y'all got a lot of good clothing, women, men's, and everything.
2350 Windsor Spring Road, right here at the old Get and Go, the new Amber Coat, right in front of Salem Malls, man. That's where we at from 10 to 10 every day, man, for now.
Even the weekends?
Yeah, even the weekends, except for on Sunday. We try to get some rest on Sunday, but we might be in that bit anyway. Just pull up.
For sure, man. So I appreciate y'all, man, coming on Straight Facts Podcast. Hopefully we'll do a part 2 in a few more months, man. See about y'all boys' progression. So appreciate you, DG, man, for real, bro. I enjoyed you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you linking up with my boy Corey Bailey, man. Proud of you, bro, for your progression. When I first seen you coming from Tampa, man. So y'all pull up on, bro, Uptown Fashion, great products, Hellstar, Godspeed. This is what CYTV on Straight Facts Podcast. We out here.
Most important step in real estate. Somebody got to rehab the property, and that's what we do. Fix the property up, get it ready for rent, get it ready for sale. Who be doing, like, you feel me? Like them folk back there remodeling, you see all these trees still down on the side of the road. You feel what I'm saying, man? Like all this money, these folk paying $10,000-$12,000 to get trees and shit removed out their yard right now. You feel me? Like, they don't take nothing but a group of guys with some determination, some chainsaw, and a will to move that shit from one place to another. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this shit really simple.
There's money out here everywhere.
There's money out here. This is how you want to go get it.
Facts.
These folks don't really want no paper for real, man.
Nope. You right, bro. You got to get out here and network and get out here and talk to these folks. Yes, sir.
Hey, how much they love you won't get your net off the plate, my dog. Real love, fake, my dog. Fake, my dog. Think she all that, but eat the trash, get a steak, my dog. I write a song. I change to right my wrong. Came to make it right this time, ain't buying.
Where we at, my boy?
We have one of the property we hard at work on, man.
Yes.
Property we hard at work on, man. Marvin right here, man. Marvin lead man right here, man.
What's up, brother?
Doing all right.
Y'all boys working hard out here today?
Oh yeah.
Okay, man. We're gonna tap back in with y'all boys. Come back out.
What's going on, brother?
Y'all hear everybody know who this is, man. They already know who this is, man. Oh boy, man.
What we got going on, man? Yes, sir. What you one of the painters, bro?
Yeah.
Lead painter? No. Okay. Jack all trade.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what we got going on, man.
And we out here.
Everything to do in here.
We out here at one of his properties, man. Just checking on everything, making sure everything up to par. Checking on all the workers. I just wanted to show y'all, man, you ain't got to be standing in one business. There's multiple businesses out here.
We finna turn this right here to the walk-in bathroom.
Okay.
Walk-in bathroom, a toilet right here, a shower right there, a vanity right here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it is hard, man. So, how many houses that you renovating right now? Like, is this your first project, or you got like a couple more?
Nah. We a couple years in the game now.
Okay.
Got specialty license. I can do anything with a specialty license. But when you're actual contract, that's when you get federal contracts. You get different levels of jobs. You feel me? And that's gonna take your whole career to the next level, especially doing residential remodeling.
Facts. Okay, man. So that's something that you still continuing to get as far as your contractor license. So, and I'm glad that you're not a guy that be stagnant in one position. You like to keep elevating, and one day you'll probably own the whole business. So
yeah, most definitely. I'm always willing to learn, man. I go to college today if it's something I need to learn today, for real. If it's really gonna take me to my next level, and usually learning is the first key to going to that next level. You always got to learn something first. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with learning, no matter how old you are. I'm 40 years old. I'm willing to learn today. I will pay you to show me what you know. For real, today.